Yes, one night I hitched a ride for Ranbir Kapoor's night out with good friend and his Ye Jawani director Ayan Mukherjee.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Are we allowed to hitch a ride?
Of course, it's planned. Sit.
Right, thanks. I was trying to be all spontaneous and stuff.
You know what is spontaneous? The crowd that had gathered just to check out their favourite leading man. This, it turns out, is usual. His ride, I'm told, isn't.
Okay, first of all, I have to say, gorgeous car.
Thank you. This is a car which was majorly bitched by Ayan and all my close friends when I got it.
This guy is an art film because
And what's wrong with
no, I feel bad saying that he loves this guy, but he buys a new car every
I
film release.
try and, like, if my films do well. Actually, this I had ordered post Barfi, but it took that long to come because it's a pre-ordered car. It comes from Germany. So I try and present myself with something when I work too hard on a film. So hopefully with Jawani Diwani, I'll buy a new sports car now.
For now, though, this machine gets to stretch its legs. For the film's dream team, it's this time, the witching hour that allows them to cruise, to eat, and needless to say, talk movies.
I mean, this is like what I feel we do with our time a lot, and I do with my time, and I'm sure like drive around Bombay at night.
Because Bombay is lovely at night, you know, there's no traffic, it's quieter, the weather's better, you can drive around, you can talk, you can... so yeah, they're cool places and it has a nice vibe to it.
This is my favorite song from the film actually.
It's my favorite song.
It's a song called Ilahi. We haven't, it hasn't yet featured in the promotions, but I think it's a really special song in the film.
After all, what could be more fun than a drive through your city listening to your songs?
I love it. I'm so proud of our music album. There's, I mean, I know that like, you know, it's bad manners to praise your own work or your own film, but I think our music is a blast. It's great fun.
It's not taking yourself too seriously, you know, it's not taking yourself so seriously.
It's fun.
I have to ask though, how do you dance?
You know, to be honest, Anisha, I'm not too much of. I mean, I'm not playing the humble card a lot. But the honest truth is that I'm not. My body structure is not built for a dancer because I have long legs. I have long hands. I have little effeminate hands, especially. Now, this Mr. Bansali had actually told me when I started working on my first film.
Are these moments nervous? Are they exciting? Are they thrilling? Are they...
He's very irritating during these times. He's one of those irritating school kids who prepare so much for the exam, but before the exam they're like, no, I'm screwed. I've not learned. I've not, worked hard. And they end up getting 100 on 100 by the time they finish the exam. So he's one of those kids.
Were you one of those kids too?
Not at all. I was one of those kids who used to say,
I was
not
one of
done
those
anything.
kids. You know, I must confess. But this is an interesting time you've met us at. Very, very strange, very tense time. Like we haven't slept in days. Like living on coffee. You know, right before you put a film out, you want to get everything right. And you know what they say? Like, I mean, I sound pretentious saying this, but you know how they say that art is never completed, it's always abandoned, right? Yeah.
And he always quotes the great Mr. Amir Khan that you what?
You should not set a release date before the film is completely complete.
Because it kills the movie.
Fear of that, this seems to be a team all too well in tune.
When you're friends, you don't really think about these things because then you can take the other person for granted. He used to like fire me and get upset with me more often.
Did you take that well or not?
I took it very well, I think, and he also used to say that.
I think Ranbir is one of those people. I think Ranbir likes a little bit of torture when he's working. Masochistic.
And by the way, with this statement you have made, there are thousands of girls who are sitting down, breaking out their notepads and making notes of this.
So I've actually learned, I have seen this from my first film, Mr. Bansali, because Mr. Bansali believes that unless you don't sacrifice a bit of your happiness, a little bit of your peace of mind, you can't really create.
Where we're heading to is, of course, a place to have a bite. Ranbir, you are a Kapoor. Is eating a big part of decompression?
Yeah, eating is life. I mean, we all live to eat. And even Ayan and me, whenever you get some free time, we're always looking forward to going to good restaurants, eating around. We don't get that much of time. And also being an actor, you're somewhere restricted to go to many places. But we somehow manage.
He's quite an intrepid food.
Don't use all these big high funda words,
Not intrepid. You know what intrepid means? And I must say that I still worry for him because, he's an actor. Like most actors are obsessed with eating right constantly. maintain their physique, etc. I don't think Ranbir is ever going to sacrifice like good food above and beyond the point.
So, but wherever we've traveled together, to New York, to Paris, to other places, we look forward to meals. I think that's, it's not that, we look forward to partying and, going out drinking and, seeing clubs and stuff. I think restaurants is something which turns us on more. To go to a good restaurant, to have different kinds of food, different kinds of cuisine, from escargots to different kinds of steaks to Japanese food, all kinds of food.
And with that, we have arrived. Ayaz's Kebab Corner is precisely that. Perched on Bandra's Hill Road, it's simple, it's basic, it's as advertised, authentic, but most of all, it's about the sizzle, the smoke, and the not so small bites. As we take our seats, we're soon set up with Ayaz's slew of boti kebabs.
Ranveer's character in the film, right,
I'm
is
thinking.
a travel...
Ask him.
Huh?
Ask him.
Is a travel journalist, right? Now, I won't be at all interested in sort of dissecting this the way the media tends to over here.
As a food critic?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I think I have good taste. I have very high caliber taste of food, and I like good food.
Yeah.
But something like this, I would like it to be dirty. I would like it to be something which would, late at night kind of just satiate my palate. And I think it's really good. What we're having out here is pretty good.
And with that, we're off to our next stop. But first, some time out with the fans that had managed to find him once again.
I try and meet as many people as I can. I love meeting them. If it's at 7 in the morning before shoot or if it's at 3 o'clock at night. And it gives me a lot of happiness and I really enjoy when they come to my house. So it's an invitation to everyone. If you guys want to meet me, please come.
One of the other things that, needless to say, we have to talk about was there were, sort of these various cross dynamics on the set. Much has been made of it. Is it all media or is it,
Deepika?
Yeah.
I think the problem with talking about Deepika right now is that there is something to say there.
Yeah.
But I feel like everything that could be said, it's so oft repeated. It's like an autopilot answer.
Right.
And I think Ranbir and Deepika are great friends.
Yeah.
They were in a relationship. They're young, modern, they got over it.
And
They're
they look
friends.
amazing on screen
They look
together.
amazing. They're good friends. They have a great vibe. I think they're definitely going to do more work together. What I would think, I don't know how Ranbir perceives this, is that I know so much is made of like a media storm, etc. But I don't know if we actually, I don't know if it even plays at the back of his mind when you make any decisions. It's like, I don't know, right, Bossy? It doesn't even come up.
Like I answered, I'm just on autopilot now about these answers because to be honest, what I feel or what I felt at a certain moment, I don't really remember it. The first day of shoot, I don't recall being awkward. I don't recall being, oh God, she's my ex-girlfriend. How will we act together? Sometimes, yes, the energies are a little warped. But that's beautiful. But that's beautiful also in a way because it's you're actually surrendering to what you're actually feeling at that moment. When we did Basnas, we were so kind of into each other. We were so into that relationship that somewhere it wasn't about the work. It was about being together. Right now, we both are so passionate about our careers. We are so ambitious that it's about the movie. It's about the characters. It's about trying to surrender to Ayan's vision, how he's seeing the characters.